Welcome to A Milestone production.
I have been watching a lot of the talking pundits, from radio personalities to various people within the news on these various news programs. Everybody seems to be captivated into the information that is coming out on Diddy. Let me establish from the beginning that I am not a fan of Diddy by nobody's stretch or any imagination. But what I am a fan of are truth and facts. To everybody out there, I want to speak to you on a very sensitive subject matter and topic. We all have to leave here one day. This is a reality most of us do not want to accept nor deal with. But it's inevitable that all of us that are on this side eventually have to go to the other side. All of that being said, if you are ever in need and you have lost a family member and or a friend and you are needing service, I want you to go see my good friends at Phillip and Riley Funeral. Phillip and Riley they're located at 2848 West Fairview Avenue. That's in Montgomery, Alabama. Go see the good people at Phillip and Riley. Miss Ann Phillips, who's the director there. They're good people. They're going to take care of you. They're going to help you get through that most difficult time in the process of losing a loved one. Go by and see the good people there at Phillip and Riley. The phone number is 334-263-0477. Once again, that's 334-263-0477. Go by and see Ann Phillips right there at Phillip and Riley, located at 2248 West Fairview Avenue in Montgomery, Alabama. Tell them Chris Miles sent you. I am a fan of that. All of the information that I can conjure, that I have watched various talking heads bring forth pertaining to the matter dealing with that of Sean Combs, does not convict Sean Combs. Remember, people, Sean Combs was indicted on human trafficking. He was also indicted on the Mann Act, and I think some gun charges. So the government has based their case around that of Cassie Ventura. Cassie Ventura has basically come out and established something that a lot of us already knew, which is that Sean Combs is a freak, okay? Sean Combs is a disgraceful, disgusting individual. That has been established, but what has not been established is the fact that no one has, on the government side, even with Cassie's statements brought forth on the stand, has not convicted Sean Combs based upon that of human trafficking or anything tied to the Mann Act. So it was stated that his kids or his daughters ran out of the courtroom after they heard words of their dad, masturbating to Cassie being fucked and calmed on. That would be very distasteful to hear and to listen to. No child should be subjected to information like that. But I will say this, moving forward, the government has not proved their case thus far against that of Sean Combs, basically saying that this man is guilty of human trafficking. If your statement or if your case is based around the fact that Sean Combs used abuse, he was an abuser, he was a drug addict, then those are the charges you should have brought against him. But those are not federal charges. Those are state charges. What you are looking to convict this man on is that of interstate commerce, taking women from one state over to the other and performing various human trafficking acts and things of that nature. The government has not proved that. Yes, as I stated at the beginning of this clip that I am not a fan of Sean Combs. Was and still is a fan of that of Tupac, and I know emphatically that this man had something to do with the murder of Tupac. He's probably also had something to do with a lot of other murders that the people around him are actually talking. But that's not neither here or there. This man is in court today based upon they said that he human trafficked women, and the government has not proved that. They have not. And I think realistically, if Sean Combs Diddy is convicted of these charges, he has a good case to have these charges thrown out on appeal and maybe the case reversed. But from what I'm seeing and hearing, the government has a very weak case. I don't know how it's going to turn out because no one ever knows what the jury will do. But if the jury has to follow the evidence does not convict Diddy.